Welcome back, students. In this class I am going to talk about exception handling concept. So here, what is an exception? What is an exception? Before going to know the definition of exception, let us see why exceptions concept was introduced in Java. So why exceptions concept was introduced? So in C programming language, it does not support the concept called exceptions. In Java, why do we need exceptions concept? Why exceptions concept was introduced? So in order to represent the errors, for maintaining and managing errors of the program, the concept of exceptions was introduced. So here, what is an error? Error means it is a mistake. So error means it is a mistake. So that can make program goes wrong. So in Java, errors can be classified into two types. What they are? Compile time errors, and runtime error. In Java, errors are classified into two types: compile time error and runtime error. So we will discuss one by one. So first of all, what is compile time error? Any error that occurs at the time of compilation. Any error that occurs at the time of compilation could be called as compile time error. Suppose any error that occurs at the time of compilation, simply we can say as compile time errors. The most of the compile time errors occurs because of invalid syntax. So the most common compile time errors are dividing integer by 0. So dividing integer by 0. Suppose we are writing one statement. Suppose I am declaring two variables, int a equal to 10 and b equal to 0. Suppose after this statement I am writing int x equal to a by b. So it is divided by 0. So it is a runtime error. I will discuss after. So first one, I will discuss compile time errors. So what is compile time error? So the most of the compile time error occurs because of improper syntax. Suppose we miss the so every programming language, every statement terminated by a semicolon. Suppose I forgot to keep a semicolon at the end of the statement, it leads an error. Suppose every statement, for example, I am writing one statement int x equal to a by b. So every statement terminated by a semicolon. Suppose I forget to keep the semicolon at the end of the statement, it leads an compile time error. Next one, missing braces and brackets. Suppose so in a class, body is mentioned within the brace. Suppose class X. So class body is mentioned within the brace. So for example, I forgot to close the curly brace at the end of the program, it leads an error. So it leads an error. Next one, suppose so in this Java, strings can be enclosed with double quotes. For example, I am defining one string, the string s equal to hello. Suppose I forget, so here string can be enclosed with double quotes. So missing double quotes in the string, so at the time of compilation it leads an error. Suppose so I am using equal to operator. So suppose I am using assignment operator. So use of equal to in place of I am using double equal to operator. So it leads an compile time error. So these all are the compile time errors. Next one, coming to the runtime error. So what is runtime error? So runtime error means any error that occurs at the time of execution of the program. Any error that occurs at the time of execution of the program could be called as runtime error. So the most common runtime errors are dividing number by 0. Suppose I am defining variables int a equal to 10 and b equal to 0. Suppose I am defining one more variable, so int x equal to a by b. So here 10 by 0. So here it leads an error. So dividing number by 0. So divide by 0 error. So it is a runtime error. Next one, accessing an element which is out of bounds of an array. Suppose accessing an element which is out of bounds of an array. which is out of bounds of an array. So it is a type of which error? Compile time error or runtime error? Runtime error. Suppose accessing an element which is out of bounds of an array. Suppose I am defining one array. So here int a equal to 5 comma 10. So after that I am accessing. So next one I am defining one more variable int b equal to 5. So after that I am writing one more statement int x equal to a of 2 by b minus a of 1. So here array, already you know that array index starting from 0 onwards. Here we have two indexes only. A of 2 index is not present in our statement. But accessing an element which is out of bounds of an array, it leads an error. So it leads an runtime error. So whenever runtime error occurs, so JVM entering into the state of ambiguity. So whenever a runtime error occurs, JVM entering into the state of ambiguity. So as a programmer, we can handle the runtime errors. Whenever runtime error occurs, the program terminated abnormally in the middle of its execution. Control could not get executing in the last statement. So it is most undesirable situations in the programming. So as a programmer, we can handle the runtime errors. So whenever runtime error occurs, JVM entering into the state of ambiguity, it is also a type of runtime error. Next one, runtime error may also occurs because of logical error. Runtime errors may also occurs because of logical error. Runtime errors may occur because of logical errors also. Runtime errors may because of logical errors. So what is logical error? Any wrong logic which leads for a wrong output. Any wrong logic which leads for a wrong output could be called as logical error. So runtime errors may also occur because of logical errors also. So any error that suppose so we are logical error means so we are writing a wrong logic which leads for a wrong output. So we are writing a wrong logic which leads for a wrong output. It could be called as logical error. Suppose here I am writing statements. So after that, so here I am writing int a equal to 10, b equal to 0, x equal to a by b. So it is a wrong logic. It is the wrong logic. So which leads for a wrong output. So it is called logical error. So logical error means any wrong logic which leads for a wrong output could be called as logical errors. So here, so up to now we discussed errors and types of errors. So here errors are classified into two types, compile time error and runtime errors. Compile time error means any error that occurs at the time of compilation could be called as compile time errors. So the most commonly compile time errors are missing semicolon at the end of the statement, missing braces in classes and methods. Suppose a method, suppose one method is there, void show method. So a method name followed by parenthesis. So we are missing the parenthesis in the method name at the time of compilation. It leads an error. Next one, so suppose I am using equal to operator in place of double equal to operator. So these all are the chances of rising compile time errors. Next one, runtime error. So any error that occurs at the time of execution of the program could be called as runtime errors. The most commonly runtime errors are dividing integer by 0 and accessing an element. Suppose we are accessing one element in the array, but it is not present in our array. So we are accessing an array element which is out of bounds of an array. So it leads an runtime error. So whenever runtime error occurs, JVM entering into the state of ambiguity. Ambiguity means confusion. So JVM does not know, as a human being, you know, a by b means 10 by 0, it is infinity. But as a JVM, it does not understand what is infinity. So at the time of executing the program, it leads an error. So it is called runtime errors. Next one, runtime errors may also occurs because of logical errors. So everyone remembering these points, runtime error may occurs because of logical errors. So what is logical error? So in your mind one question is arising. So what is logical error? Logical error means any wrong logic which leads for a wrong output. We can simply known as logical errors. Now let us see the program. So here I am writing one simple program. So here class error. After that I am writing main method, public static public static void main, public static void main string aux array, public static void main string aux array. So here after that I am defining variables int a equal to 10, int a equal to 10, b equal to 5 and c equal to 5. So here after that I am writing one statement. So int x equal to a by b minus c, int x equal to a by b minus c. Okay, so here I am writing one statement. After that I want to print x value on the console. So in this purpose I am writing one system.out.println statement. Here I am writing system.out.println, system.out.println, system.out.println x. So x value equal to plus x. After that I am writing one more statement, int y equal to a by b plus c, a by b plus c. So after that here also I want to print y value on the console. I am writing one more SOP statement, system.out.println, system.out.println y value equal to plus y. So here I am closing main method body and class body. So let us look into this program. So here I am writing one program. So I am taking one class error. After that main method. So here I am defining three variables a, b, c. These three are integer type data types. Next one here x equal to a by b minus c. So here x equal to a by b minus c. What is the value of a? 10 by b minus c. 5 minus 5. 10 by 0. 10 by 0. 10 by 0 means infinity. 10 by 0 means infinity. So it is a wrong logic. It is a wrong logic which leads for a wrong output. So runtime error occurs. Runtime error may also occurs because of logical errors. So it is a logical error. So we are writing a statement. So it is a dividing number by 0. So dividing number by 0. So at the time of compilation, so look at this program. So in this program at the time of compilation no problem, but at the time of runtime it leads an exception. At the time of runtime it leads an exception. What is the exception? Java dot arithmetic exception. Java dot lang dot arithmetic exception. Java dot lang dot arithmetic exception. So it leads an exception, that is java.lang.arithmetic exception. So in this program syntactically it is correct, but at the time of runtime it leads an exception. What is that exception? Java.lang.arithmetic exception. So here in this statement one exception occurs. So that is dividing division number by 0. Dividing number by 0. Dividing number by 0. So whenever an exception occurs, the program terminated abnormally in the middle of its execution. Whenever an exception occurs, the program terminated abnormally in the middle of its execution. So here in this statement an exception occurs. Whenever exception occurs, so after control could not get executing in these statements. Control could not get executing in these statements, terminating the program in the middle of its execution. Terminating the program in the middle of its execution, control coming out of the program which is not executing last statements. So it is nothing but abnormal termination. So it is most undesirable situations in the programming. Okay, so whenever an exception occurs in our programming, the program terminated abnormally in the middle of its execution and control coming out of the program without executing the statements. So it is nothing but abnormal termination. So it is most undesirable situations in the programming. So we can avoid the abnormal termination in our programming. So in this program we can't get any output. At the time of runtime it leads an exception, java.lang.arithmetic exception, we can't get any output. So here after control could not get executing these three statements. So control coming out of the program without executing these three statements. Okay, it is nothing but abnormal termination. As a programmer, we can avoid the abnormal termination because it is most undesirable situations in the programming. So we can handle the abnormal termination by using a mechanism. So in Java, so to avoid the abnormal termination, we can using exception handling mechanism. In Java, we can handle. We can handle the abnormal termination by using exception handling mechanism. Exception handling mechanism. Here, what is an exception? Here, what is an exception? What is an exception? Exception is a mechanism of representing runtime error. So what is an exception? Exception is a mechanism of representing runtime error. Exception is a mechanism of representing. Exception is a mechanism of representing runtime error. It is a mechanism of representing runtime error. It is a mechanism of representing runtime error. Already you know that what is runtime error. Any error that occurs at the time of execution of the program could be called as runtime error. So here in that program, so in this program, so at the time of compilation it is syntactically correct, so there is no problem. So but at the time of runtime it leads an exception. So here what is our concept exception? So exception is a mechanism of representing runtime error. So it is a mechanism of representing runtime error. Exception is a mechanism of representing runtime error. So here there are a number of exceptions provided by the Java library. So there are number of exceptions. Number of exceptions provided by the Java library. Let us see the exceptions. Let us see the predefined exceptions. So here arithmetic exception. Here arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception. Arithmetic exception. So next one, array index out of bounds exception. Array index out of bounds exception. Array index out of bounds exception. Next one, null pointer exception. Null pointer exception. Null pointer exception. And a number format exception. And a number format exception. Number format exception. Next one, file not found exception. File not found exception. File not found exception. Next one, class not found exception. Class not found exception. Next one, no such method exception. No such method exception. No such method exception. So next one, interrupted exception. Is coming to the another one, interrupted exception. Interrupted exception. Next one, IO exception. IO exception. These all are the predefined exceptions. These all are the predefined exceptions provided by the Java library. So here in Java exceptions is a class. In Java exceptions is a class. In Java every class is a part of package. Exceptions is a class. The class is present in which package? Lang package. exceptions class is present in which package? Lang package. In Java, exceptions is a class. That class is present in Lang package. Okay, these all are the predefined exceptions provided by the Java library. Arithmetic exception, array index out of bounds exception, null pointer exception, number format exception, file not found exception, class not found exception, no such method exception, interrupted exception, next one IO exceptions. So arithmetic exception, when arithmetic exception causes in our programming, so arithmetic exception caused by arithmetic errors. Arithmetic exception occurs caused by arithmetic errors such as dividing number by 0. So next one, array index out of bounds exception. In arithmetic exception, A and E should start with uppercase letter. These all are the predefined classes. A and E should start with uppercase letters. Next one, array index out of bounds exception. So in this one, A, I, O, B, E should start with uppercase letters. Next one, null pointer exception. So array index out of bounds exception causes, so we are trying to accessing one element that is not out of bounds of an array, so it causes array index out of bounds exception. Next one, null pointer exception. Next one, null pointer exception. So invalid null reference. So it is caused by invalid null reference. So next one, number format exception. So invalid converting of number to string or string to null, string to type, integer type files. So when that situation it raises number format exception. Next one, file not found exception. Suppose we are trying to access one file. That file is not present in our local computer. So when that situation it leads on which exception? File not found exception. Next one, class not found exception. Suppose we are trying to access one class, but that class is not present in our computer. It leads which exception? Class not found exception. Next one, no such method exception. Suppose our request method is not present, then it causes no such method exception. After that, interrupted exception. Suppose one thread needs to control another thread. So then one thread, so uses another thread resources. On that situations, in the thread's point of view, it leads an interrupted exception. Next one, IO exception. So generally, our input and output failures, and that situations IO exception occurs. IO exception means general input and output failures. At the time of situations, IO exception occur.